Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, Miss. May we always be in the protection of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. The topic I want to discuss is about air quality. First of all, let me introduce myself. My name is Muhammad Alghifari Amcu with NPM 2111031026 from A class. Now, I would like to refer to the first graph. As you can see, this is the graph shows the relationship between fuel and the amount of fuel used from 1988 to 2100. And you can see from the graph that there are several colors that represent each fuel. The first is orange for oil, there is magenta for nuclear, the third is green for biomass, brown for coal, yellow for solar, gray for natural gas, and blue for geothermal and hydro. First, the effect of the use of oil on air quality is still relatively good because the use of oil this year is only about 100 joules. In 1988 to 2000, the impact on the air due to the use of nuclear fuel is very bad because the use of nuclear fuel is quite widely used. But when from 2000 to 2010, the impact caused by the use of nuclear fuel was decreasing. The air was also getting better and better. After 2010 onwards, the use of nuclear as fuel was eliminated because nuclear fuel is very dangerous for human health. Next, in 1988 to 2010, the use of biomass has increased, and 2010 to 2030, biomass has stabilized, but when entering the years 2090 to 2100, the use of biomass has decreased again, but this decline is not much like in 2010 to 2030. The air products by users, the biomass does not cause a severe impact because this biomass is made from the natural materials, namely dry leaf or organic waste. Next, from 1988 to 2000, the use of coal increased, when from 2000 to 2030, the use of coal decreased, but from 2030 to 2100, the use of coal decreased rapidly. The impact that occurs on the air caused by the use of coal is very bad because coal contains substances that are harmful for human health if inhaled continuously. So from the use of coal it is no longer used. Next, in 1988 to 2000, the use of solar was still relatively rare. From 2000 to 2020, solar fuel increased. From 2020 to 2030, solar decreased. When it entered 2030 to 2100, solar fuel experienced a very rapid increase, which showed up to 1000 joules per year. This has a very bad impact on air quality because solar is #1 polluting fuel in the world. Next, in 1988 to 2010, the use of natural gas has increased. In 2010 to 2030, it has decreased. In 2030 to 2100, the use of natural gas has decreased quite rapidly, but in 2060, the use of natural gas increased only slightly. Then the use of natural gas was eliminated because this gas is not renewable. The impact that occurs due to the use of natural gas fuel is not damaged by air because natural gas is made from fossil because this fuel can be renewed, so the use of natural gas is eliminated. In 1988 to 2000, the use of hydro or geothermal has increased. In 2000 to 2030, it has decreased. In 2030 and to 2100, the decline is very rapid. The impact that occurs due to the use of hydro or geothermal does not make the air bad, but environmentally friendly. The conclusion that can be drawn from the graph above is that the use of fuel must be adjusted to our needs and not excessive, because if using excessive fuel or continuously will result in deteriorating air quality, and excessive useful fuel will result in extinction or run out of fuel, because not all fuel are renewable. That's my presentation. I apologize for the shortcoming in carrying out the presentation this morning. To Allah, I ask forgiveness. Thanks for attention. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.